Welcome, everyone, to the Dynamics Weekly newsletter and podcast with a focus on news relating to Microsoft Dynamics 365, AX, GP, NAV, and SL, mainly in connection with, but not limited to, financial reporting, budgeting, and analysis. Noah here, and I'm glad to be back with you. In this edition, I am going to talk about getting ready for the first forecast of the year. This is a pretty relevant topic as clients are closing their March books and, the new tariffs and stuff. Some highlights about this edition. I will start us off with preparing to start your first forecast of the year. I'll mention our Prospero financial reporting and budgeting demo scheduled for later this month. Talk about the deadline for Summit session suggestions. Trial sites are available for Prospero. We've got dynamic communities hosting our academy classes, and we have June classes coming up for management reporter, financial reporting, and Prospero as well. A lot of great topics in this edition for you. Let us start off with preparing to start your first forecast of the year. Now, this information, this post applies to all of the Microsoft Dynamics ERP solutions, that being Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, Finance and Operations, AX, GP, NAV, and SL. So if you are in the Microsoft Dynamics community, this could be used by you. So creating a new forecast is a new thing for a lot of our clients. Granted, most of our clients only ever did an annual budget. That was until maybe, say, when COVID forced everybody who did a budget to revise those numbers. And now tariffs seem to be the new catchphrase, pushing everyone to adjust their budget numbers. Regardless of what causes all of us to have to look at our budgets again, I have put the steps for creating the framework for your new forecast in an easy to read document. You're welcome. I'll put a link to the document and a LinkedIn post at the end of this article, but let's talk about what's in it. First off, yes, there are 11 pages in the how to create a forecast guide, but there are really less than 10 items that need to be addressed. The 8 items that you need to consider are the first two are calendar periods and budget codes. Sorry. The first two items are calendar periods and book codes. These are both located under configuration in Prospero. Periods need to exist for the forecast periods, and a book code needs to be available for input for the forecast year. Next, at least one line set needs to be created for the main input screen. This is really just a list of accounts that need to be updated for the forecast and any related calculations. A column set is a pretty big one here, as this lets us know which book code and periods will be storing forecast balances. And input definition ties the line set and column set together. The input definition also has setup pages for human resources and capital. So those two pages, HR and capital, they are optional. The majority of our clients do use those pieces inside Prospero. So if you need those for your organization, look at those tabs for setup. HR is usually tied to a particular year. Capital really doesn't change from one year to the next, or from one budget to the next forecast version. Under Tools, Copy Plan lets you copy prior budget or prior forecast details to the new forecast to get us started. Copy Plan can copy account balances, line item details, HR details, and capital details, all with a one-page wizard that runs pretty quickly. And if you need to run it more than once, that's fine as well. We do need to create report definitions to review forecast information, especially for a consolidated level. And finally, nobody that logs into Prospero can see and work with the forecast input screens until visibility has been granted. So a little bit of security before you actually roll it out to your forecast users. Now, if you have already set up a budget in Prospero for a prior forecast, you can probably make copies of certain items and then just make a few changes. Line sets can usually just be reused each time, regardless of budget or forecast or year references. The same applies to book codes. I would right click and select copy for new column sets, input definitions, and report definitions. So copying those three column sets, input definitions, report definitions, that right click and copy option comes in really handy. Same thing as opening it up and doing file save as. Hopefully, these tips will help you get started on your new forecast, but email me if you need more help at noah.mosley@msxgroup.com. Also, in the newsletter and in the comments section, I'll add a link to the PDF document I posted on LinkedIn for this article. Demos, Prospero Financial Reporting and Budgeting. A general overview demo is scheduled for the 28th of this month, April 28th. This is a 1 hour or less online demonstration of the financial reporting, budgeting, and forecasting features of Prospero Financial Reporting and Budgeting. All attendees will be muted, but questions are welcome via the chat boxes. We do record these and we'll post these on our website after the live presentations. If you want to register, we have links for registration. We use GoToWebinar for registrations. And during this demo of Prospero, we cover a wide variety of topics, but the main picture is for financial reporting and budgeting and forecasting. So when we talk about financial reporting in Prospero, we'll be looking at report generation, drill down to account and transaction level details, summarizing drill down by any companies, segments, or dimensions, numeric and graphical analysis of report data, report distribution options. And when we talk about budgeting and forecasting, we'll be talking about the main input screens, including line item detail entries and notes, human resource budgeting, capital budgeting, history of any budget changes, budget or statistical accounts used to calculate balances, and my favorite, instant consolidation. And when you also think about forecast options, that copy plan option we have inside Prospero, really handy to copy one budget or prior forecast forward to a new one to get you ready for that forecasting period. And actuals on those forecast input screens, those are as easy as just by changing the date when you open up the input screens. Also, in addition to this one on April the 28th, we will be posting additional demo dates for Prospero. Those will usually be the first Wednesday and last Wednesday of each month. And as soon as we have those up on our website, I'll send that link out as well. So if you've never seen Prospero and you're curious, join us for one of these demos. Next topic, Dynamic Communities has closed their call for speakers and summit session suggestions. So that was wrapped up last week. So if you have missed that deadline, they are probably not going to take any new suggestions or speaker suggestions. But we're curious. I mean, we've sent in a few session recommendations, looking to see if those get accepted. I think they're going to they will announce the ones that made the agenda in May. And if you have submitted sessions, we're curious to see which ones you sent in. If you want us to list those out on the podcast here or in the newsletter, we'll be glad to do that for you. And if you get approved in May, by all means, let us know so we can tag you in those posts as well. And Summit, that is going to be October 19th through the 23rd in Orlando this year. All right, Prospero trial sites. We are offering Prospero 30-day trial sites for everybody. Get on our trial site waiting list for Prospero Financial Reporting and Budgeting. Trial sites may use Prospero demonstration data or your own data as well. That includes your own general ledger chart of accounts, your calendar, whether it's calendar or fiscal, your book codes, your budgets, your account balances and transactions. We can use that in that 30-day trial site. We'll set up a couple of test reports for you and walk you through in an online session on how to access the trial site, navigate the application, generate reports, make changes to reports, and analyze data. Trial sites are free, no credit card needed, and you are under no obligation to purchase Prospero at the end of your trial. To let us know you're interested in a trial site, there is a book and appointment link in LinkedIn. You can also just reply to the comments for this post as well. And we'll be glad to add you to that list for free trial sites. Classroom training sites. We are offering two sessions, two classroom environments in October. This is with Dynamic Communities Summit, which is down in Orlando. We have a class for Management Reporter on the 18th of October. That's a Saturday. It's a Saturday before Summit actually starts. And we have one on that Sunday, the 19th, for 365 F&O's financial reporting. Both of these classes are all-day classes, 8 to 5 p.m. in an actual classroom environment in Orlando, not online. Your instructor will be in the room with you leading demonstrations, hands-on exercises, and discussions. Registration for Summit is already open. Registration for Academy classes is not yet open, but they did tell me in an email that you can register for Academy classes without having to register for Summit as soon as they open that up. So if you don't need to or want to or can't stick around for the summit during the week sessions, you can still come down that weekend and attend these classes. And maybe fit in some Disney World time as well. So those classes, Management Reporter, that is on the 18th of October. F&O Financial Reporting, that is on the 19th of October, Sunday. And the Management Reporter class, it may say GP in front of it, but don't let that stop you if you are users of AX or SL, because Management Reporter really applies to all three of those applications the same, whether it's AX, GP, or SL. So everybody who uses those three ERP solutions are welcome to attend that Saturday class. In addition to those two classroom training classes that are coming out in October, we do have some June classes coming up for financial reporting applications. Those are online classes, and we have on June 17th class for Management Reporter, Report Building Basics. That really applies to Dynamics AX, GP, and SL users. On the 18th, we have a similar class for Dynamics 365 F&O users for financial reporting. And on the third day, we have on June 19th a Prospero financial reporting class. Now, all three of those classes, they're online. We have a live instructor that will walk you through hands-on exercises where you're building reports from scratch, running reports. So a great opportunity if you're new to these applications, maybe you're a new hire, maybe you've switched roles and now you're responsible for maintaining reports inside these applications for your organization. You go through, you build trial balance statements, income statements from scratch, brand new line sets, column sets, work with reporting trees and summary trees, and get a feel for these applications. That is again in June. Registration is open now on our website, and registration will stay open until about the 1st of June. So sign up now. We try to cap these classes at 10 students or attendees. So get in that list while you can. We'll have the links for registration in the comments for this podcast. Okay, that's all I'm going to post for this newsletter and podcast. I'm glad you could join me. Send me your comments Good and bad comments are welcomed, but constructive comments are preferred. Likes, shares, and reposts are appreciated as well. Thank you all and have a great week.